Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is Tuesday's Treasures. Hopefully, we'll be doing okay today. Got some comics that I've never shown before, a few that I've shown, but it's been a long time, and a couple other things that may or may not interest people. It's always fun to have a little sale in the middle of the week, whether, it's just fun. I wouldn't do this if I wasn't having fun. So, a few things that you do need to be subscribed in order to participate in the chat. You do need to be in chat to claim during the sale. If, however, you want to purchase or get something that hasn't sold, feel free to contact me on Instagram or use my Linktree link to get a hold of me through email or Instagram, either one. And let me know what it was that you wanted, and if you didn't like the price, what you're wanting to pay. A lot of times I'll be willing to take a little less, but don't think I'm going to sell a $20 or $30 comic for $5. It's not going to happen. Please don't insult yourself by making such an offer. I do have a little bit of it, some expensive comics, some $3 comics, $5 comics. I got some $10 comics. I've got a $20 comic I'm going to offer tonight. And of course, a little bit later, I'll do do what I did last night, where I'll show you a book and you make an offer. And if I like the offer, I take it. People seem to like that last week, and I had a lot of fun doing it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I took a beating on a few books, but you know what? It was fun, so it's okay. And I'm not gonna go bankrupt anytime soon. Well, I might, but that's not because of this. I spent quite a bit of time getting ready for this today, going through some of my comics out of my personal collection of things that I just don't even know why I'm collecting. So, we'll see what happens with that. It'll be a little while before we get started. I have to wait until we have a few people in chat. Have a few people watching, and then we'll get started. And of course, if nobody watches, I'll just shut it down. That's all I can do, right? Or I can sit here and talk to myself for an hour. Wouldn't be the first time. I do have a few things to talk about. In particular, comics. Well, that's not exactly the one I wanted to pull out there. See if I can find it. Any one of these others. Yeah, we'll just take this one. If you go to a show and you get ready to buy a comic, we'll use one of these that I have here. We'll use this one that I have in Mylar. This is one that this one is in my collection. It's one that I recently pressed and cleaned. But a few things, if you're going to a show or you're going to a store and you want to buy a comic and you see it, it looks pretty in the Mylar, but you want to take a closer look, first thing you do, of course, is you ask if it's okay if you take it out of the bag or the poly bag or Mylar or whatever it is. And if the owner says no, run away because he's hiding something. Or ask him why. Well, will you be willing to take it out? A lot of times they don't want you to take it out, but they'll take it out for you. If they say, yeah, go ahead, remove the tape. If it has tape on it, completely remove the tape, put it down here where it's not going to harm the comic. Reach in and take the backing board and pull the comic out by the backing board. That's the best way to do that. Then you want to look at it. And what you want to look at You want to look at the edges. You want to see if there's any problems with the edges. Because this one looks, I mean, you can tell it's a low grade, but it looks pretty nice. But if you look at the back, it's actually missing a corner. So those are things that you want to know about, and you want to know, does it have any edges that are missing? Ask if he has a piece of typing paper handy that you can put under the cover. Get your, where is it? Get your light. Have him put a piece of typing paper under the cover and shine your light on it. No, it's not going to tell you if it's been color touched, but it will show white, and it'll bounce that white off and show you if there's any pinholes in it, which is pretty important. All that stuff is important. All that, and just a few things you might want to check on before making a purchase in a store, because obviously you might want to get the best comic for your money. And be prepared, I mean, make sure you know what you're buying, know what it should cost for the grade they're asking. Because if the comic on eBay or in a price guide shows that it's a $10 comic and he's asking $20 for it, you might want to think twice about it. So just some ideas that to think about when you're buying comics live. Of course, on here, you can't do that. I will take comics out. I will show them to you if you want me to. It's not a big deal, especially on the ones that I have a little bit higher price on. A lot of times I'll show you the spine. If it doesn't have any creases in it, or if I consider it high grade, I'll show you the spine so you know what you're looking at. Any questions, hit me up in chat and I'll try to answer them. I'm going to wait a few more minutes. I do require people to pay. If you say you want to buy a comic, you got to pay for it. I normally give 5 days to pay. If you don't pay by the 5th day, I'll cancel your order. I'm dead serious about that. I'm not playing games anymore. I'm not waiting any longer. I've had people that say, oh yeah, I want to buy that. And then a week later or a week and a half later, I'm thinking, where's the money? And they haven't contacted me. You got 5 days, then I cancel the order. And I prefer to get it right away. So if you send me the money within the first 24 hours, it's shipped right away. Unless, of course, you've paid to have a box with me. In which case, it'll be shipped as soon as the box is filled. It's just the way I have to be, because it's how I make money now. I mean, aside from Social Security, which, ask anybody that gets Social Security, it's never enough. That's my income. And that supports, that gives me food to eat. I like to eat. I like to have food to eat. So there you go. Michael, how you doing? I'm glad to see you could stop in. We've got a few other people watching, but nobody else is bothered to speak up in chat. So that's just the way it is, I guess. I will get started very soon. Just filling out the time, waiting for people to come in, see what happens. But yeah, be careful when you buy comics. Online you can only do what you can do. If you get them from a trusted source, you're going to get a decent book. It's the ones I worry about are the ones that go into a store and they see a comic and maybe it's an old Daredevil or an old Iron Man and they want a high price for it. And they don't want you to look at it. And there's no excuse for that. As a owner, not anymore, but I owned a store for a number of years. And if somebody wanted to look at a comic, I was happy to take it out and show it to them. because I wanted them to know anything that was wrong with it. And the other thing you'll notice that I don't tell you this is a 9.8, this is a 9.6, this is a 5.0. I will tell you if it's low grade, high grade, or mid grade. And I do that for a good reason. Hey, Patrick, glad you could pop in and say hi. And the reason I do that is because you can't argue with that. Grading, everybody keeps telling me grading is subjective. I don't believe it. If I assign a 9.8 to a comic, it's because it's a 9.8 or higher. If I assign a 9.6, it's a 9.6 or higher. And generally, what I will do when I actually, Storage Bandits, glad you can stop in. Generally, what I'll do when I'm actually grading a comic is I'll look at the grade and then I'll drop it a half grade. And that's the way I do that. And that way, there's really nothing for people to argue about. And if you follow you get one of those and follow it, you're never wrong. Your grades are going to be right. I'm not telling people they shouldn't use a grading company. Grading companies are great if you plan on selling the book right away. But I don't think that slabbing a comic just to have it slabbed is a good idea, because there not enough time has elapsed to see how that affects the actual book itself. And until we've had grading companies around for 35, 40 years, we're not going to know how it affects the comics. Polybags changed every 3 to 5 years. Mylar, you never have to change it. Or even a manila folder will protect the comic adequately and not allow, you don't have to worry about acids too much. Because a manila folder is acid free. And I know people that used to put their comics in a manila folder. Back in the 60s and 70s, that's what we did. We bought a box of manila folders and put our comics in there to protect them, to keep them from turning brown. That's very true, Roy. They can. And I'm glad to see you could stop in, Roy. Comics can easily be damaged in a slab. Just because it's in a slab doesn't mean it's the actual grade they say. I have seen a number of times where a grading company, and I'm not going to name any grading companies, but I have seen grading companies that say, well, we're not going to count this defect because it's a known defect from the manufacturer. What? If it's a known defect, it's a defect, and you have to count it. But they say, no, we're not counting that against it because it's known. Well, that automatically means their grading is useless. There are companies out there that give qualified grades. That one's really one that, right? Yeah, that just, it burns me more than a flame. It burns my butt more than a flame this high. Okay. Why is it qualified? Well, it's missing the Marvel value stamp. Does it affect the story? Yes. How can it be qualified if it affects the story? If it affects the story, it's a 0.3 incomplete. It's not a qualified, it's incomplete. If it's a coupon cut, but it doesn't affect the story, the highest grade it can be is a 2.0. And it shouldn't even be that high. I would say 1.8 or a 1.5. That's fair to good, fair to good. Good is the highest grade it can be because it's incomplete. But yeah, if they list it as incomplete, they have to give it that lower grade. By giving it a qualified grade, they can grade it higher and get more money. That's what that's all about. It's just a money grab. So don't even send it in if it's missing a coupon, if it's missing a value stamp, if it's missing part of the comic. Don't send it in to be graded unless it's something from the 30s or 40s where you have one page. You want to get this graded to protect that one page, and it happens to be a comic that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if it's complete. Then yeah, go ahead and send it in and get it graded. That'd be great. I got a few people in here. I'm going to go ahead and show some books. We'll get started and see how it goes. Simple rules. You pay, I ship. That's all there is to it. My shipping is pretty easy. Basically, it starts at $5. Comic books, I never go over 15. So let's get started with some $3 comics. And we'll show some of those. Let me run a banner here. So, that was supposed to be a ticker, but it ended up being a banner, so we're okay. First up, this is a comic that actually should be about $10, but it does have some, it's missing some ink on the side, and that's the way I got it. That's the way it came. So instead of $10, $3. These are $3 each, two for $5. And this one is Symbiote Spider-Man #1. Next up is Spider-Man Unlimited #18. Spider-Man Unlimited #17. And you might see these again on Friday, along with some more. Spider-Man Unlimited #13. I like that cover a lot. That's a cool cover. Not sure of the artist on that. I can't read the artist's name. But, I like that style. Balder the Brave #1. Copper Age book. Next Gen #1 from Age of X-Men. Black Wolf #4. This one surprised me, and this is a newsstand. Surprised me a little bit. It's got some value to it. We've got Justice League America #105 from the late 90s. Again, really nice copy. Justice League America #106. Also a nice copy. Justice League America #108. The Prowler #1. This is part of the creature. This kicks off the Creatures of the Night story arc. Night Stalkers #1. Nomad 25. Justice League America 110. and Justice League America 111. I will be doing later on, I will be doing some make offer books, but I want to go through these other ones that I've got first. Like this. It's a nice little beauty here. It is really, really in nice shape. And of course, it's a wraparound cover. But this one isn't 3 for $5. No. Let me get rid of that. This is a $20 book. And it lists for a lot higher than that. This is Robotech Macross Saga number 26. Yeah. If I were going to send books in to get graded, this might be one that I would be sending in. It's in that nicer shape. All right. Show some more books here. These are $5 each, 2 for $8. Got Speed Force number 1. In nice shape. It's definitely a high grade book. Across 2, the Micron Conspiracy number 5. Again, nice wraparound cover. And this one is $5 or 2 for $8. Uncanny X-Men number 220. It's got Storm there with her mohawk. Another really nice copy. It's got a few dings on the and a little bit on the corners, but I'd still put it at least high grade. It's a lower high grade, but it's still high grade. Captain America Annual number 6 newsstand. Captain America number 334. Introducing the new Captain America and Bucky. I've got some here that I forgot to tape. This is Captain America number 265. Yep, 265. Got Captain America, Nick Fury, Spider-Man. Sword of the Atom number 2. Again, nice high grade copy of it. Sword of the Atom #3. Again, nice high grade copy. This is from a long time ago, 1983. Hard to believe. It's a 40-year-old book. Sword of the Atom #4. Spider-Man the manga #3. #4. And #5. Spider-Man the Parker Years #1. Here's a twofer. Superman Silver Banshee #1 and #2. Dan Brereton art in these. $5 for both of them. Like I said, it's a twofer. Love his art. Always have. Superman and Batman Generations, 1979, 1989. This is book 3. It's John Byrne. Part of their Elseworld series. And Wonder Woman Giant, 100-page, #3. This is volume 2, #3 of the Walmart comics. Show you a toy. The 4th edition Wolverine Uncanny X-Men. This is the one with the gray trunks. I'll go $15 on that if anybody's interested in it. Switch banners again. Getting into a little bit higher. Starting off with a set. This is Superman Nemesis, Lex Luthor. I have #1, #2, #3, and number 4, and you can get the whole set for $10. How you doing, Kenneth? Glad you could stop by. Have Nighthawk 1, 2, and 3. This is a full set, also $10. And that should be 3 for 25, not 2 for 25. Let me fix that. I just noticed that. That's not good. That's better. That's what I wanted. We have Thor, number 218. Really nice copy. Really vibrant colors on this. Never been cleaned. I've never pressed it, but it's a really nice copy. Wouldn't hurt to clean it, I guess. And I have Thor 219. Again, really vibrant colors, really nice copy. A nice Bronze Age book. Black Knight, number 2, in a newsstand. How you doing, Michael? Glad you could stop in. Here's Cable number 1. I was really surprised when I looked this up. $15 to $25. Mind blown. I've got it for 10. Nice wraparound cover on that one also. Absolute Carnage number 1. This is one of the HOTS connecting variant covers. This is actually number 5. This is Absolute Carnage number 5. Have Uncanny X-Men number 196. This is the one where Kitty Pryde goes off and says some really nasty racial slurs. This is the uncensored copy. And here we have Uncanny X-Men number 179. Captain America number 333. How you doing, Jason? Captain America number 307. Dramatic look at the invaders of World War II. really nice copies here. Captain America number 303. Captain America 269 with Team America. First appearance of Team America, which makes it an even better comic. And Spider-Man, the Venom Agenda. This, of course, is number one. I think it was one shot. Not too many people interested in buying comics today. It happens. I understand. Yeah, it's. Let's see if we can't fix this camera a little bit. It's getting fuzzy on my end, so I can only imagine what it's doing to you. Make it go white. See how that looks. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. I need to remember to do that periodically. Yeah, but you missed all the good ones, Jason. I already showed them all. I'll go through these. This is something a little bit different for some people, not for all. There you go. These are all make an offer. I'll show you the comic. I'll leave it up for probably about 60 seconds. Maybe, yeah, I'll throw it up there for about 60 seconds, and then you can, then I'll throw up another one if I can find my 60-second timer. I used to have a 60-second timer. There it is. So I'm going to kick it off with two comics. These have some water damage to them. I want you to be upfront about it. You can feel it. It doesn't. It does affect the color gloss, but still, Spider-Man Civil War 1 and 2, or Civil War 2, number 1 and 2. Like I said, they have a little water damage to them. Make an offer on it. If I like the offer, I will take it. Might be fun, Roy. That might be fun. Send me the link, and I'll show up for a little while. Nightmare number 2. Like I said, these are all make offer. If I like the offer, I'll take it. If I don't like the offer, I'll let you know. Nightmare number 3. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I never had issue number 1, so I never read it. Nightmare number 4. It's Marvel Universe, so I imagine everything's connected. Nomad number 4. Yeah, I get that. It's funny that Marvel never really did a Spectre like character. They've copied just about everything else out of, that DC ever did, but they never really copied Spectre. New Teen Titans Annual number 2. It's supposed to be in my $3 pile. I don't know what. I guess I got it switched. X-Man 42. X-Man 38. Skip a few of these. The Avengers No Road Home, number 4. Animax number 4. This is a good copy. This is low grade. It is newsstand. Like I said, it's low grade. You've got a problem there. The cover is a little loose, but it's not detached. It's been well loved. I think that's the correct way to say that. It does have a lot of spine stress on it. This little piece here that could be repaired. This is folded down, but it is there. Uncanny Origins with the Quicksilver. This is Uncanny Origins number 2. Uncanny Origins number 4 with Fire Lord. Skip all these things that I don't think anybody wants. Robin 3, Cry for Huntress, number 5. Night Stalkers, number 5, with the Punisher. I don't see anyone interested in buying anything tonight, so I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. It's doesn't make sense to keep showing things when nobody's interested in buying. And of course, I will do this again next week. And maybe it's just that people are out of money. It's towards the end of the month. I understand that. I don't get paid until tomorrow. And that money's gone. So, yeah, it's not as much fun tonight because there hasn't been any real interaction. A few people have made some chats. A few people have made some comments. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the people that came out and watched and supported me and gave me a thumbs up. That's always good. If you're watching this at the end, if you're watching this after it's all over and you saw something you want, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on my email address, and I'll be happy to work with you. And, maybe you can buy something. In the meantime, everybody, have yourself a great day and a great evening. And we will definitely see you Friday night, and I may see you for a little while tomorrow night on Roy's channel. He mentioned something about trying out something new, which we are calling Speed Round. And that might be interesting. And I'm kind of looking forward to giving that a try. We had several different ideas for that, and I'm interested in seeing what he finally came up with. So, yeah. Although, I hope it isn't a minute. A minute's a long time, unless we're going whap, 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 short comments, rapid fire. And maybe I'll do that. You never know. In the meantime, everybody, have yourself a great day. We'll see you next time. And in the meantime, make sure before you handle your comics, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. More importantly, it's good for your health. Bye.